Type a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear the audio. Type a 2 in the chat if the audio is muted. Yeah, I was just about to roll out. That's funny. Yo, so type a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear and see the stream. Type a 2 in the chat if you guys can't hear or see the stream because the internet is bad. Yeah. Because I know in this area the internet is not the best. Hey, what's up, Padman? Yeah, because the internet out here is not that good, apparently. I don't know. Yeah, I'm saying, yo. So what's up? Where you guys from? And what time is it where you guys are at? I could see that. Hey, what's up, yo? Yo, so what time is it where you guys are at? And where you guys from? Hey, good morning, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we're heading to Best Buy to go and get another computer. Well, no, to get another camera. Yeah, I'm saying, yep, happens to the best of us. Bruh, computer equipment. Ah, you're from England. That's what's up. What's up, ODR? Yeah. That's cool that you watch me so much, man. That's what's up. That's awesome that you've been watching me for this long. Yeah. That's awesome that you've been watching me for so long. How many years you been watching me for? Get the fuck out of here. Yep. Hey, what's up? All right, so wait right now. We're about to go and get these brand new computer parts. Go get our camera, man. Gotta hook it up. Oh my God. This reminds me of the time when I broke my computer screen nunchucking. That shit was hilarious. It was literally a $3,000 computer screen. Happens to the best of us. Never nunchuck in front of things that, you probably shouldn't nunchuck in front of. That's what's up. Yo, so where you guys from and what time is it where you guys are at? I might end this stream in like 2-3 minutes. Alright, so our Uber driver will be here in literally a minute. That's what's up. Alright, y'all. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be streaming like I should probably just record these. I should record these vlogs instead of streaming them. Type a 1 in the chat if I should record this vlog on my phone instead of streaming the vlog on my phone. Type a 2 in the chat if I should stream my vlogs instead of recording them. I do enjoy a good vlog. Fish Hizzle. So you guys say I should stream my vlogs instead of... I'm thinking about it because you guys have been wanting me to do vlogging for a long time. Hey, what's up, Javon? What's up, Yimba? Hey, yo, so we don't talk about politics, and we don't talk about religion, and we don't talk about race. Yeah, I'm saying, so D-Wash, I can see you're one of these high and mighty people that wants to use religion to convince everyone that you're better than them. But, like, we don't do religion here.
What's up, Hyde? What's up? What's up, Hyde? What's up?
All right. So, as the title reads, yes, my streaming camera is broke. You know what I'm saying? We're heading to Best Buy right now to replace that mug. We're looking for a Logitech. You know what I'm saying? Logitech cameras. It's not going to be like really expensive. Luckily enough, it's going to be like $80 or something like that. Oh, so type of one in the chat if my stream is frozen. Type of 2 in the chat if my stream is not frozen. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Bao? What's up, Logan? What's up, Yim? What's up, Yavin? What's up, D-Wash? What's up, Snake? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Bubba. Oh my goodness. You say, hey, I'll take 6-7 for 30 in super chat. You know what I'm saying? 30 in super chat and I got you. For real, for real. Oh my goodness. Someone named Gone Lucid says 6ix9ine is better. That's good. That's good that you listen to 6ix9ine. That's what's up. That's wild that's what you like to watch, but that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Yo, so where you guys from? And what time is it where you guys are at? Yeah. That's what's up, Levi. But yeah, man. So one time back in the day, man, I bought this computer screen for like $3,000. Yeah, I mean, and when I bought this computer screen, I swore, you know what I mean? Like, it was a nice screen too. It was big, it was curved, it was really long, it was a really, really nice computer screen. You know what I'm saying? Got that mug, bruh. Tell me why. Like, not even 2 or 3 days after getting that mug, you know what I mean? Freaking, I was playing with my nunchucks in front of it, my double nunchucks. And I ended up, as you guys know, my nunchucks are all real, like they're all really heavy. Bruh, man, I lost a hold of one of them mugs, flew right into my computer screen, and like smashed and broke everything. You know what I'm saying? Yo, so where you guys from? Yeah. Hey, what's up, Pat? Yo, what's up, Pat? That's what's up. Yo. Hey, what's up, Logan? That's what's up, Dimitri. That's what's up, Serial. Appreciate the compliment, man. Yeah. Yo, appreciate the compliment. That's what's up. That you're from Michigan. Yeah. Hey, what's up, the Batman? What's up, Pac? Yeah. Hey, so if you guys, what's you guys' favorite animes to watch? Yeah, I mean, what's you guys' favorite #1 anime? Mine right now is Jujutsu Kaisen. I know they got 2 more episodes for me to watch. I haven't seen them yet. I know they got a new season coming out. I believe they have 2 of the episodes up right now. That's what's up. Yo, so what you guys getting into today? You know what I mean? For real. Like some of you guys, I see some of you guys are like, Hey yo, Ali Gunbro. So Ali Gunbro is like talking about, oh my God. So Scooter is mentioning him Wow, you guys are thirsty. Are you guys always like this? Type a 1 in the chat if you guys are always like this. Type a 2 in the chat if, like, you're not always like this. Let's talk about it. So, let's help you guys out with a little bit of real life. Because, like, you know what I'm saying? The guys in here that are, like, all mad and hating, yeah, unfortunately for you, that more than likely means that you're probably going through it. And I'm sending healing energy to all of you guys who are super duper hung up on race, who are super duper hung up on religion, and all of this other goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? All of my other people that's up in here that's chilling, y'all are cool. But to people up in here coming in here trying to like hate and rage bait, we're all sending healing energy to you guys, because it's grossly apparent that like some of you guys need a lot of help. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, that's why, you know what I'm saying, like it's always hilarious. Bubba, right? You've seen kids and cry like the fat person that you obviously are. You know what I'm saying? So sending you healing energy. Much respect. You're a fat dumbass. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. You're hung like a white 5-year-old, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you're on here. So, nigga. So, you know, it's much understandable that, you know, some of you guys aren't having the day that you want, but, you know, sending you healing energy. Hey, Bubba, look at Bubba change the subject because he is fat and stupid. Poor fat guy coming in here trying to push off all of his insecurities off on everyone else. Bubba Daddy and no one else, only Bubba. That's why you put 6ix9ine in your name, because you get no action. Type a 1 in the chat if Bubba put 6ix9ine in his username because he gets no action or play from women. Type a 2 in the chat if he put 6ix9ine in his name because he gets tons of hoes. Bubba, you wanted the spotlight, let's get it. Like, oh, look, it's the chat. That's what's up. There we go. 1, 1, 1. That's what's up. Yo, so sending healing energy. Please don't run, Bubba. You're not fat. You're obese. Yeah, guys. He said he's OBCD. Yeah, you're obese. It's understandable. You spelled it out, but you tried to act like, you know, that wasn't a thing. You know what I'm saying? But if it makes you feel any better, we're not going through your issues. You know what I'm saying? But yo, what's up? What's up, Scooter? You're so skinny that your neck hurts. Yeah, that's a big person thing. You know what I'm saying? I wish you all the best, Bubba. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat to the mod squad. That's what's up. Yeah, his pocket vagina is more than likely broken back. You know what I mean? It's probably broken Scooter. Poor thing. But, you know, that's just what, like, dudes like that do. You know what I'm saying? Dudes like that, if they look up to somebody, they'll try to, like, talk smack to him. What's really funny is I know a dude who's just like him. His nickname to all the homies is Can't Get White. Because he's a white guy who's, like, really big, and he just messes everything up. And what's really wild is the dude, unfortunately, he does it, like, on purpose. And because of that, a lot of his friends don't want to hang out with him. You know what I'm saying? Type a 1 in the chat if you guys can see my if you guys can if the connection is good. Type a 2 in the chat if I'm lagging really badly. You know what I'm saying? Mm. Hey, Ginjo says, am I at the gym? I want you to guess, Ginjo. I want you to make an educated guess on if I'm at the gym. I want you to guess. Go ahead and guess. Yeah, LOL fat. So a guy named LOL fat in here is like mad at me. We get it. You know, you have, you know, you are going through what you're going through. I'm sending you healing energy, you know, and you're mad because I'm not going through what you're going through. I get it. LOL fat. Low fat. Low fat, low fat. Yeah. I bet you're gonna tell us how you're skinny next. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. No, please tell us about how you're skinny as well. Right? Be funny as hell. You know what I mean? For real, for real. Yo, so, you know what I mean? Be careful if you guys have big friends. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes, Nick, so, yeah, I mean, back in the day, when I first started going to like real big stores, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I used to flu flam a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And by flu flam, I mean that I would get items that I didn't exactly pay for. Now, with that being said, I'm not gonna do that today. We're here to get a camera. You know what I'm saying? All right, so type of 1 in the chat if you guys if it's not lagging right now. Type of 2 in the chat if it is lagging right now. I don't mind fake banana. You know what I'm saying? The haters are as important as the people who love us. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, believe it or not, the haters love you so passionately that they're weird about it. Makes no sense. Hey, excuse me, do you guys know where the a Logitech C920 camera would be?
Oh, that's going to be all the way in the Microsoft section.
Microsoft section. All right, cool. All right, thank you. Yo, so where are you guys from? And what time is it where you guys are at? That's good that it's not lagging. For real, for real. Let's see. You said, am I going to McDonald's Battle Pants? I want you to guess. I want you to guess. Yeah, some people do be racist. Yeah, it's weirdos. Aww. So Padman says he's saying words, but his face is not talking. Padman, what that means is you're losing whatever goofy shit you came in here to do. It's not working for you. Whatever manipulative, goofy crap you came in here to do isn't working. So now you're confused about that. You know what I mean? Like, you're probably a really, really poorly trained troll of some sort, which is understandable. You know what I'm saying? You're not good at it, so you're trying to figure out an angle, but none of your normal angles are working. So, you know, now you're confuzzled or confused. Very understandable. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Let's see. Mm. Mm. All right, so let's see. Type of one in the chat if you guys have ever heard the story of when I ran into this troll at this actors meetup. It was freaking weird. I'll tell you guys what happened, right? So, trolls in real life are really usually not that good at their jobs. It's freaking hilarious. So one time I was at this actors meetup, right? They were having this really, really big meetup. I go there, I have people with me, everything is lit, it's looking good. So I filmed this TikTok that goes really viral on TikTok, right? I filmed something that goes super viral, got like a 950K views or something. So while I'm filming it, this dude sees me filming and he runs up on me and just offers me to fade. He says he ran up on me and he's just like takes stance on me. He comes at me like he's about to like fight me, right? Now, me, I'm used to this type of thing because, you know, as an actor, if people like you and then they see you out in person, for some reason, it's even in all of the psychology books, people are going to want to try you. You know what I'm saying? And what they're going to do is they're going to run up on you, you know what I'm saying, try to talk smack, they're going to try to pull your card, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to keep it real, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I think it's a good thing, honestly, because when people do that type of thing, you're able to rob them. You can take them for all their shit. You know what I'm saying? Literally just be like, yo, because once they try it on you and it doesn't work, then, you know, and then you're like, oh, well, you know, what's up? And then like, oh my God. They usually start apologizing and stuff like that. I've had stuff like that happen up at UNLV in all actuality. So I'm up at UNLV one day and they have this really, really big campus party, right? While I'm up at this campus party, yo, so for every 2 in Super Chat, you guys get a shout out. For every 10 in Super Chat, I'll tell you guys a secret that you guys don't know about me. For 30 in Super Chat, I'll tell you guys a secret and I'll tell you guys the story that the secret comes from. For 50 in Super Chat, I walk up on a random stranger and tell them the goat story. You know, the story about when I walked in on my homeboy smashing a goat. It was diabolical. Diabolical work. Yep, that ended that friendship. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Type of one in the chat if you were a ride or die friend enough as to whereas if you walked in on your homeboy boning a goat, you just walk it off like it was cool. Type of two in the chat if you walked in on your best friend of like 4 years boning the goat, you probably, you know what I mean, you probably be done with him. All right, so Logitech C90. Tell the little story.
Hello, do you have a question?
Yeah. I'm looking for a Logitech C90, C9200 or C920.
What is it? Is it a mouse keyboard? Or
It's a webcam.
webcam.
I'm looking for a really good webcam. Oh, they got one. Got them stealing.
Let's see, C9200. That's the NX Brio. We have a 4K. Let's see.
C920 Pro. What's the difference? All right, guys, which one should we get? The C920 or the Pro webcam other C series? I feel like looks like it's the same thing, but that one says it's something else. Oh. But yeah, what do you guys think? Understandable. Let's see.
Oh, can't really live stream here. Just letting you know.
Understandable. All right, I'll take this one.
Cool.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
wanted to bring it up and check out. No,
Thank you. Yep, he just said we can't live stream. Super chat 10 and send 10 in the next 5 minutes, and I'll keep live streaming even if they try to get me to turn it off. But if not, in 5 minutes, I'll just turn it off. Mm. Mm. I don't know, Travis. That's what they're saying. You know what I mean? That's bullshit. You can stream. I don't know, guys. Like, so look, if within 3 minutes you guys send 10 in super chat, I'll keep streaming. But like, you know what I mean? The employees already said what they said, bro. That's for real. That's for real. What's up?
You have a rewards of magnus?
I do, but I never use it.
What's your phone number?
Really funny. I think a lot of people like maybe I don't know. Maybe they in too much into conspiracy too much. Like I feel like too many people are into conspiracy theories nowadays. Like you know what I mean? People think that like we got rights that we don't really have or something. Like people want to be sovereign citizens. Like I remember my homeboy, he gets stopped by the cops and he's like, look, even though I don't have a license and this is not my car, you can't stop me because I'm not adhering to the laws. I'm like, bro, I swear that's not the way that works.
Right,
like,
right.
Yeah, it should be funny. Like my brother, he got into a fist fight with this dude at a park like 3 months ago. And at I don't remember which park, because I wasn't there with him when it happened. He calls me and, you know, I told him to run. Like, yo, you know, like he supposedly wins or loses the fight. I don't know. So then he leaves and he goes back for something he dropped when he was running away. To which case he gets arrested and calls me, bail me out. It's $2,000. I'm like, mother, you went back.
Yeah,
And
why?
if I bail him out, he gonna do the same shit.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I could use that on anything else. Like, nigga. Yeah, he was crazy.
He's good. You ever see this since I'm back?
Thank you. Have a nice day. Yeah. Hey, are we allowed to live stream in there?
I think you need to get like some sort of like pass thing.
We got to get like a passcode or something, like talk to somebody?
Yeah, you have to like go through like, I think there's a website for it, or you can call.
Okay.
There's, like your pass thing you have to get.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Yeah.
So, yep, don't think we're allowed to live stream up in there. But yeah, that totally happened. That was a real story. You know what I'm saying? Like, a really good friend of mine, man, he gets into a fight at the bar, you know what I'm saying? And when he's fighting at the bar, he, you know what I mean? Because he's hanging out with some friends that start egging him on. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. So, yeah. He gets into a fight with this dude at the bar. And, you know, because his friends are like laughing at him because he's saying that he could fight. So of course some guy walks by and dares him to a fight. He dares him to a fight, and then while he's fighting the dude, you know, he starts winning or whatever, and someone calls the police. So then when they call the police, because, you know, my friend wins the fight, My homeboy, he runs, right? Everyone scatters. Everyone runs in every direction. Run for your lives. I mean, every man for himself type shit. Tell me why. This goofy goober, oh boy. But yeah, tell me why this goofy goober of a person, he goes and once he gets away, right? But then he realizes that he forgot, like he dropped like his business card or some shit. He goes back to get his business card. Gets arrested. Bro. Terrible, horrible idea. So yo, type of 1 in the chat if you guys can hear everything I'm saying. Type of 2 in the chat if you guys cannot hear the audio. Yeah. All right, you guys, we're up out of here. Oh, you guys can hear me. Ooh. I was about to roll, man. I pressed the button and everything. You know what I'm saying? I saw Wolf Knight and I was like, oh, he's good peoples. He's got good energy. Yo, so what's up, Wolf Knight? What's up, Dwayne Penn? What's up? What's up, Fresh? It's our turn. Okay, so let's see. So what you guys getting into? Yo, so I saw South Park just updated their the servers, and what they updated it with this new South Park update, right? So where are the South Park characters? The only thing we got in it is Cheesy Poofs. Yo, W's in the chat. W's in the chat, yo. Hey, Lord Throne, appreciate you for the 2 in super chat, Brody. Yo, you got great energy, man. Yo, Lord Throne, you get to pick the next story. You know what I'm saying? What crazy story do you want to hear about? You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let's make this a Q&A story time. You guys super chat through your questions, and I'll tell you the story that pertains to the question you asked. I'll tell you guys the story that reminds me. Well, I'll tell you guys a story that I get reminded of from the question you guys asked in the super chat. With that being said, the crazier the question, the crazier the super chat. W's in the chat for Lord Throne for starting us off, man. Appreciate you, Brody. All right, yo. So, we heading back to the crib, you know what I'm saying? All right, so Lord Thrones, you know what I'm saying? I want you guys to, once we reach 48 more in super chat, I'm going to find the next random human being in real life and tell them the GOAT story. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, type of 1 in the chat, if once we reach 50 in super chat, you guys want me to tell a human being the GOAT story. Type of 2 in the chat, if once we reach the super chat milestone, you guys want me to call one of my homies and tell them the GOAT story. Because I got my other phone on me. We got 2 phones. I would say we Kevin Gates, but that nigga smashes his cousins. So we're not Kevin Gates. Extremely not Kevin Gates. Remember when I hid under the car? I do. Oh. I remember that night. I remember that night vehemently. So look, this is what happened. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat, the Lord Throne, for blessing us with this story time. Hooking us up with the super chat, So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm gonna remember exactly how this story started. So this story started because I was working, it was my first venture into entrepreneurship. So, weirdly enough, the thing that started this story was Sonic Adventure. Right? I know that's weird. Type of 1 in the chat if you've ever played Sonic Adventure. Type of 2 in the chat if you've never played Sonic Adventure. You know what I'm saying? But the thing that starts this story is Sonic Adventure. You know what I'm saying? Now, I was working at my first job, which was waiting for people to wash their cars and then drying them once they got done washing their cars. And as I'm working that job, I met a whole host of customers, right? Now, what was really funny was I noticed back then when I would tell stories, I would make more in tips. Because of this, I became a very astute story-tellsman. You feel me? Real good at telling the stories. You feel me? Motherfucker. We got to go walking because apparently the connection ain't shit next to here. Type of 1 in the chat if you guys can see and hear everything. Type of 2 in the chat if it's lagging to all hell and you can't see and it's jumping You know what I'm saying? Goofy. I swear to God, these hoes ain't loyal. None. Nigga. Oh. So Lord Thrones, you say you want, how do you know I'm not lying? I would legitimately just like tell a different story. Like I'm not gonna prove in any way, shape, or form any of my stories to anyone. You know what I'm saying? If you want proof, you can super chat me $150 and I'll show you proof. Super chat me $150 straight and I'll show you proof that my story is real. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. I would just not tell the story. Why would I go out of like I don't understand that question. You gotta dive harder into into that question. And I will dive harder into that question with you because you were a super chatter. You know what I'm saying? You always have good energy, so I know your question is from a good place, so we'll dive into it. You know what I mean? Ask me all the questions you want to ask. Like, you know what I mean? But other than that, you know, hey, so type of one in the chat if you guys, you know, keep any like pictures of when you get into situations where you almost get murdered in person and nearly shot to death. Any of you guys keep pictures of that stuff? Type of one in the chat if you guys got pictures of that stuff. Type of two in the chat if there's no way to keep any records of that because it happens in the moment. It's the dumbest shit in the world to want to like, I mean, you getting chased by a nigga with a gun, you gonna stop and take a picture? That's what I mean, like, is anyone gonna stop and take a picture when a guy with a gun is chasing them and then pistol whips a woman in front of him and then they have to outrun a couple cars and then gotta run across a 6-lane busy highway in the middle of broad daylight when they being chased with a nigga with a gun? Anybody gonna pick anybody? Is anyone? My question is not hostile. I'm merely asking: is anyone gonna take out a picture and then, oh God, he's got a gun. He just pistol whipped that woman. I'm running for my life. They take a selfie, and then you gonna, oh God, wait, oh, like is anyone doing that? That's what I'm asking. I just want to know that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to know. Is anyone doing that? Nigga. A nigga getting shot at. Hold on, Jack. Boop. Take a pic. Keep going. Oh God, he's shooting, nigga. Oh man. That's what's up. But yeah, you know, I just want to know, man. You know what I'm saying? So like, what? So Lord Throne, let me ask you this, bro. A legitimate question. Like, does that make any sense? Type of one in the chat if it makes no sense to ask Dave Chappelle or Kevin Hart or any comedian who's telling jokes for proof of their jokes while they're telling. Type of one in the chat if that doesn't make sense. Type of two in the chat if it makes perfect sense that every comedian should have like a pocket pilot, and then they'd be able to pull out and I'll see, look, I can like timestamps. That make any sense? I don't. That make any sense. If that's the case, like if I need proof in order to tell my stories, then I would just sit down and do a mukbang. I would just like not tell stories. If I need proof to tell my stories, then you guys just won't get my stories. I'll just not tell stories. Can you imagine? Look, guys, I want you guys to imagine. Can you imagine going on stage And the niggas like, we don't believe you. Show us proof. Yo, this happened to Dave Chappelle in real life. This happened to Dave Chappelle in real life. And Dave Chappelle, what he did was he took out a cigarette and pulled out a book and started smoking his cigarette and reading his book on stage. I shit you not. Look it up, bro. This nigga was like, bro, he was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Niggas over there. Oh shit. Oh man. You know what I'm saying? I was saying it was cool because the story was recollected 100%. Recollected. Yeah, it was recollected 100% to the old video. You completely misunderstand me. Is anyone else in chat coherent in me saying this? Understandable. That's a very well articulated response. Your question was, maybe I did maybe I did misunderstand what you asked. You said, let me see. Let's see. Yeah, remember when I hid under the car? And then you said when you were working at the car wash. Yeah, I was waiting for people to finish washing their cars, and I would help them dry it with the little sham wow that I had bought that I'd stole from Walmart. I stole that shit because it cost like 18 bucks, but it's really good at drying off cars and not leaving any stains. Swear to God, it's like OxyClean or some of that shit, man. The shit was like freaking magic, man. Cars wet, it just absorbs it in, and you can squeeze it out and shit. Shit was wonderful. You know what I'm saying? Now me being an entrepreneur back in the day and shit, entrepreneur, because I was broke as all living shit. You know what I'm saying? Living in a 1-bedroom apartment and shit. Rent was like 550 bucks. Thank God for the cheap. So, you know what I'm saying? I stole the sham wow or the chamois or whatever, it was called. And I went up to the car wash. You know what I'm saying? Oh, here, let me see. The question was, I wasn't asking, I was saying I seen the old school video. Someone deleted the damn thing. Someone deleted it. Of course. Sounds about right. But yeah, you asked, how do you have proof? Like, how do you know what I'm telling you is 100% the truth? Which is the truth? You don't know. No one knows. Everything is made up technically. You know what I mean? But like, if you think something is untrue, you shouldn't listen. You should leave. You should go. If someone believes anything I'm saying is false, they should leave. That makes a sense, right? Type a 1 in the chat. If someone thinks I'm lying, they should just leave. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do. Type a 2 in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Like, type a 2 in the chat if all of Dave Chappelle's stories are a lie too. Type a 2 in the chat if all of Kevin Hart's stories are lies. I don't believe any of Kevin Hart's stuff anymore. Where's the proof? Where's the proof? We're waiting on this Uber. All right, y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I mean? That's why I guess I have to wait until we hit the super chat milestone to tell stories. Because honestly, a trick to not being told you're a liar is to always charge money. Because if people pay for stuff, they believe it. But if it's free, they think it's a lie because it's too easy. You know? Type a 1 in the chat if you believe what you pay for. Type a 2 in the chat if it's really cheap, you don't believe it. Because I guess it could be too good to be true. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's like a trick. But I try not to do that. You know, I like to start off telling stories. I try not to I want to make this like fun and interactive. I understand not everybody's got money to just like super chat. So I tend to you know what I'm saying? Like $2. Oh, you're my first super chatter. Pick a story and I'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? But being called a liar is wild, you nigga. That's just nigga. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know. Nigga. But yeah, I suppose the right thing to do when someone would ask you for proof is just, you know, not tell the story. You know what I mean? Because like people think you like, I don't know, I'm like that with, you know what I mean? Like if I'm talking to a chick and a chick in any way, shape, or form doubts me while I'm talking to her, I'll leave. You know what I'm saying? I just walk away. I just go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's kind of how I am. What's my favorite Mexican person story? My favorite Mexican person story. Well, I went to this Mexican party way back in the day when I was dating this one chick. You know what I'm saying? And it was the funnest party I've ever been to that didn't cost any money to get there. Wow. Yep. Damn. Nigga. Alright, that's what's up. But yeah. My favorite Mexican person story, honestly, is a story of when I used to work. I was working on the strip, you know what I'm saying? And as I was working on the strip, I was one of those guys that would that got paid to get people to watch stuff like a show or like a burlesque show or something like that, right? You know what I'm saying? No, chat was deleted of mine, and I never called you a liar. Okay. You know, I mean, yeah. Well, you said, how do I know for 100% that your story that you're telling, that your story is real? That's what you asked. Type a 1 in the chat if someone's telling you a story and you ask them, how do I know if this story is real? If this story really happened? Type a 1 in the chat if you're calling them a liar, you know, but in a nice way. Type a 2 in the chat if you're telling someone a story and then they look at you and say, but how do I know if this story is real? They're not calling you a liar. What are they doing then? You deleted it. Like, I get it, Lord Thrones. You want to be right. That's, yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, I get it. I do. I understand. The chat is watching, and you know, it sucks to ask someone that, and they read your chat because you're a super chat. They read the chat, and then that's what's said, and then I read it out loud, and then it's like, if I'm being like, if my validity, if my honor in this story is being asked, you said go up. All right. W's in the chat. Lord Thrones just super chatted 2 in super chat. Okay. I was losing. That's hilarious. So many thirsty dudes in the comments. Now I gotta read through the zesty comments to the thirsty dudes. Oh my God. Oh God. My bad, y'all. Reading zesty comments, man, it's it's work. Good Lord. Oh God, I would much rather fight to the death with someone that I love than deal with thirsty dudes. We'll just, yeah. Let's see. Oh God. Yeah, my bad, man. Give me a second. I'm reading through the. I wasn't asking for proof though. Understandable. Yep. Yeah. All right, y'all. Give me a second. Yeah, my Uber just got here. I'm doing good. All right, so let's see. Nice. One thing. I'm reading comments right now. Understandable. I wasn't saying you were lying. It was one of my favorite stories of yours. Understandable. Nigga. Okay, so Lower Thrones.
She's one of the few artists that, you know, once I get like 1 or 2 adult beverages in me, I start to sing along to every single MJB song. So, yeah, we'll have those things.
You didn't say it. Okay, so look. If someone sends me... Because it's... Okay, type of 1 in the chat. If it's more important to be right, type of 2 in the chat. If friendship is more important. 1s and 2s, man. Which one's more important? Being right or friendship and camaraderie? Community amongst the people. Okay, so look. Okay, hold on, give me a second. Okay, so if I'm right, you're gonna have to super chat or something. Alright? If I'm wrong, I will super chat you. The same amount. So the bet is up to the chat. This is wild, bro. This is the first time I've ever seen this. It's the first time. Hold up. Oh, look, I'm still reading. Yo, so where you guys from and what time is it where you guys are at? Yeah, everyone. Also, and what video did you guys see of me that got you guys interested in watching my stuff? You know what I'm saying? We got the camera, though. We got the cameraman. Let's see. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I think you might have had it on this one, bro. Yep. Yep, you got it. I don't even see the original comment anymore. I think I could have saw it earlier, but I don't even see it. You got this one, man. Nah. Let's just nigga. Nigga. Yep, that's by. Let's see. Okay, so so with that being said, give me a second. Give me a second, y'all. I'm like reading through comments. It's like a lot of them. But yeah, where you guys from and what time is it where you guys are at? Because I'm... Yep. We all know what the guy named Bubba's doing. You seen the gyms? Yo, so type of 1 in the chat if you guys like to go to the gym. Type of 2 in the chat if you guys don't like to go to the gym. Yep. I can't find it. Nigga, you got me on this one. All right, so I'm going to tell the story. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so mind you, you know, I don't prove anything, honestly, you know, but as with any stand-up comedian, if you think what he's saying is not the truth, feel free to just go. You know what I'm saying? Everyone, feel free to tell me you think I'm lying, all of that good stuff, you know what I mean? Like, nigga. So, with that being said, I think something recently happened with The Rock. What happened with The Rock? Do me a favor and let me know what happened with The Rock. Because I think something happened to him recently. You know what I mean? And my bad, I haven't seen any of you guys' recent comments because I've been too bad trying to read. I've been trying to read all the ones up top. You know what I'm saying? Understandable. Understandable. We definitely should enjoy the stories. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so this is what happened, right? So I was back then I was 13. Yeah, I'm saying I was 12 or 13. I'm not gonna remember the exact week of my age, but you know, as with a human. So back when I was 13, I was I used to live in the hood, right? Obviously the hood, obviously the ghettos, all that good stuff, right? So I'm 12, 13, and I was too young to get a regular job. So the first job I wanted to work at was McDonald's. Yeah. Tried to get a job there, they said you're too young. I was like 12, 13, you gotta have a real job and work experience, and you gotta be like 14, 15 to work at McDonald's. Now me back then, it sucked because I was always watching my mom struggle to pay all the bills. And because, you know what I mean, like I didn't have any money or a job and I was too young to work, I couldn't really help her like that. So that used to make me mad. So I was like, yo, I got to get some money so I can help my mom. And I'm seeing all these other drug dealers and everybody like driving around and having nice cars and, you know, having nice clothes and stuff. Thanks, bro. You know what I'm saying? Likewise. Having nice cars and nice clothes and stuff. And I'm trying to figure out how I can carve up some of that for myself, right? So, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I was trying to come up with a plan to make some money. And, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, I couldn't, you know what I mean? I was young, so I couldn't figure out how to make some money or whatever. So, until I ran into my one of my homeboys. His name was Charles. So I'm kicking it at Charles' house because Charles was the only guy that had a PlayStation. He was the only guy that had a working game system at the time, right? So with that being said, always leave music playing when you leave. You got a good vibe to walk into. With that being said, I decide to get a, Charles tells me, like, when I'm talking to him, he tells me, like, yo, I got this new hustle. You know what I'm saying? And the new hustle is, if I work over at, you know what I mean? Like, if I freaking, like, I'll go up to the car wash and wait for people to get done drying their cars. And then I'll wait for them to get done washing their cars, and then I'll dry their cars for them, and then they'll give me, like, what the and they'll give me like a tip, right? So I'm like, hell yeah. So I find a bunch of towels at my crib. I take the towels at my house, I get them all together, and I go walking up to my, you know what I mean? I go walking up to where Charles tells me the car wash is. So I get there, and, you know, like, well, I'm gonna fast forward, right? We're gonna fast forward to when the action shit happened, right? I was working up there for about 4 weeks before this crazy shit happened. But like the first 3 days, I didn't make no money. None. Not a dollar. None. I ain't make no money, yo. But I kept going up there trying to refine my approach because to me, that was the only job I could get at the time. You know what I'm saying? So I go up there, you know what I'm saying? Now, let's see if this mug works. So I'm working up there, you know what I'm saying? And while I'm working, one day I go up there as I normally did. And while I'm walking up there, well, it all started when I got into this roasting battle with one of my repeat customers, right? So I had this repeat customer. I don't remember his name. But the dude, he looked like the Deep from The Boys, but on crack and meth. You know what I'm saying? Like, he looked like Unpretty the Deep off of The Boys. So type of 1 in the chat if you guys have ever seen The Boys. Type of 2 in the chat if you guys have never seen The Boys. Yeah. So with that being said, this unattractive, this yuck mouth, the deep looking ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? He decides that he's gonna roast me one day, right? And mind you, this is one of my, not one of my best customers, but he was like the homie of one of my repeat customers, right? So One day we're all up there. Now, mind you, when I first ran into my repeat customer, he was this white dude. He looked just like Bubba Sparks, right? You know, College Park, Bubba Sparks. Like, that's what that nigga looked like. You know what I'm saying? Booty, booty, booty. Like, that's what that nigga looked just like him. So, with that being said, you know, College Park, Bubba Sparks, this nigga, you know, he had an Escalade, real nice ass Escalade. You know what I'm saying? And it was always real, like it was always had like rims on it, always had like, you know what I mean, pristine paint job, always had real big freaking, you know what I mean, rims, candy coated paint job on it, you feel me? So he comes through there, you know what I'm saying, and he became one of my best customers because all I had to do was compliment that nigga's car and his rims, and he would just tip me a whole bunch. Oh man, yo, hey man, you're real good at your job, bro. I respect that you hustling. You 12 and you hustling and shit. And I would just tell them stories, and because my stories was good, they would, you know, tip me good. So one day, my Bubba Sparks, we're gonna call this nigga Bubba Sparks. Bubba Sparks is up inside of his one day Bubba Sparks, you know, he brings his car through, right? And when he brings his car through, you know, I'm cleaning his car, I'm detailing his rims, like wiping off his tires, all this good stuff. And while I'm wiping off his tires, you know what I'm saying, he had brought the Yuck Mouth the Deep with him. You know what I'm saying? So he had brought Yuck Mouth the Deep with him, you know what I'm saying? And when Yuck Mouth the Deep gets there, like he starts roasting and jonesing on me because his teeth are really jagged and messed up looking, right? So because his teeth are so jagged and messed up looking, like, you know, he felt the need to, you know, talk shit about everybody around him. But whenever I was there, he would talk shit about me, right? So because the dude would talk crap about me, oh snap, hold on, let me see if my computer is working. So because the dude started talking smack about me, all of the people, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, oh snap, hold up. Ooh, that's what's up. I think it's fixed, man. Alright, so we're about to check this mug. So with that being said, homeboy shows up, and you know, he's talking a whole bunch of smack about me, right? He's like, yo, you know, your clothes are messed up. You ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you 12, but you ain't got no money. You ain't got no bitches. You ain't got no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? And I'm sitting there like, bro, I'm 12. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand what's going on. Who, type of one in the chat, if you had a high paying job and or career at the age of 12. Type of two in the chat, if you did not have a high paying job or a career by the age of 12. You know what I'm saying? That don't even make no sense. Bro, that's hilarious. Yo, W's in the chat, the Wolf Knight, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, don't worry about Julian. You know what I'm saying? He's just thirsty. Poor guy probably don't get no attention at home. You know he's knees weak arm spaghetti. Hey, what's up, Lord Throne? What it is, Dashy's food? What's up, Wolf Knight? All right, so with that being said, you know what I'm saying? The homie, so what he ends up doing is, now the dude who's roasting me, he's coming at me with this whole, oh, you ain't got this, you ain't got that, you ain't got no hoes, you ain't got none of this. And I'm just like, bro, I'm 12. So now it's my turn to roast back on him, right? My roast ain't have nothing to do about him having money. You feel me? Luckily enough for me, I was used to like losers attempting to bully me when I was younger and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what losers do. That's just their thing. You know, I'm gonna try to say something to piss this guy off because I ain't got nothing going on. You know, we all get it, Julian. It's great. We appreciate you for coming through. You make us feel better being us and not you. You give us something not to strive for, Julian. Appreciate you. So with that being said, the freaking when I rose back on him, I start talking about the stuff I see on him, since he started talking about how my shoes was from Payless, about how my pants wasn't fitted, I didn't wear no FUBU, I didn't have no money, I was a dirty 12-year-old for not being balling, you know. I just didn't get into selling drugs until a little bit later. You know, I was too young to not have money to have money. So with that being said, hold up. Let me see. Activate. So how do I? All right. So now I gotta. Okay, hold up. I'm putting in my new computer. Oh, okay. Yeah. There. No, not that. Is this it? Activate. Yes! Urethra! Ha ha! Urethra! Ha ha ha! Yeah! Bitches! Ha ha! Hoes, hoes, hoes. We got it working, men. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Yep. Brand new paddock. We got it working, men. Maybe have the new MK. Yo, that's what's up. I said, look. Type 1 in the chat if you guys want me to do a voiceover dub for Five Nights at Freddy's. Another how to make Five Nights at Freddy's not scary. Type a 2 in the chat if you guys want me to do a voiceover of a different scary game. Type 1 in the chat if you guys want me to make another how to make Five Nights at Freddy's not scary. Type 2 in the chat if you guys want me to do a voiceover dub for, I suppose, Mortal Kombat 1. You know what I'm saying? Type 3 in the chat if you guys want me to do both, but do the Five Nights at Freddy's first. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm saying? It was really, so with that being said, let's finish the rest of the story. All right, so, yes, we got this shit cracking. You know what, man? We gonna do a stream. We gonna do a real quick stream because I'm gonna have to go. You know what I'm saying? I got an acting audition at 2 o'clock, 1:45, 25 minutes. What the drugs do? Tell me what the All right, y'all. So, like I said, with that being said, you know, the guy, so I started roasting with the dude, right? And the dude, he had messed up teeth. He had teeth, like his teeth were all jagged and were pointing in the wrong directions and shit. Like, you know, like Davy Jones's squid's tentacles from the Pirates of the Caribbean movie. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? What I said back to this nigga is this white dude, I was like, bro, you got yuck mouth, like literal yuck mouth. It looks like you attempted to chew bricks and glass and it went very poorly. It looks like you fell out of a tree, in an ugly tree. You hit every branch mouth first on the way down and just completely eviscerated your ability to not look like a hammerhead shark when you smile at people. I said that to him verbatim. It was the best roast I'd ever done in my life. And it immediately nearly got me murdered. Never win the roast battle too good, men. This nigga tried to murder me immediately. Okay, so this nigga, when I said the roast, he does this. He's like, motherfucker, I will get. And then his homies like grabbed him. Whoa, what a bro, whoa. Like they grabbed him and they're trying to hold him back. This nigga's like trying to pull us on. You motherfucker, fucking kill you. And I was just like, what? Like, wait, why is this? What? I'm poor. You talked about my poorness. I didn't feel good about being broke, nigga. I was insecure about being broke. And he hit me where it hurt. So his teeth looked like he had took a lawnmower to them shits. Why couldn't I joke on that? I don't understand why it was different. You know what I'm saying? Now, the reason why it was different in all actuality is because this nigga didn't expect me to be good at roasting. But luckily enough for me, kids are cruel. So kids always roasted me so much that I got so much practice. So by the age of like 14, 15, I was cooking motherfucker, filleting motherfucker, quick. You know what I'm saying? People would after a while, people would leave me alone because, you know, I would call attention and then roast they shit. But only after I got used to getting jumped. Once I got good at being jumped, then I got better at roasting. Because, you know, Most roasts happen when there's a crowd of people. If you win a roast battle and there's 4 of them and only 1 of you, type a 1 in the chat if they gonna jump your black ass. If you getting jumped, type a 1 in the chat if you about to be jumped. Type a 2 in the chat if no, man, people are friendly. Huh? They understand it's honor and good stuff, and yeah, you getting jumped. See, Nukes knew. The homie Nukes knew. You being jumped immediately. You being jumped immediately. Now, okay, so now something we do have to go over. Type a 1 in the chat if you were a man. All right. Type a 2 in the chat if you a boy. Type a 3 in the chat if you a girl. Type a 4 in the chat if you're a lady. Pretty much men and women. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some Repetan off up in this mug. I'm about to tell you guys story time that will teach you things if you're a guy, because it's freaking important. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Hey, what's up, Six Unknown? What's up, Chris Dennis? What's up, Chris Dennis? Oh, Tyler Blakely. Tyler Blakely is lonely and needs friends. Tyler Blakely needs attention. He thinks he's 6'7". Tyler Blakely, that sucks that you believe that you're 6'7". You know what I'm saying? But just know that there is a hotline that you can call. You know what I'm saying? We have it here at the BHD Army. We know the number. Let us know. Well, you know what I mean? That way you can get help today. Because, you know, you shouldn't have to feel like that, Tyler Blakely. Po baby. Everybody's seeing healing energy to Tyler Blakely. He thinks he's 6'7". Po baby. You know what I'm saying? There's things for you to live for, Tyler Blakely. We are men and women. And you can too, Tyler Blakely. I was about to say Tyler Oakley. Po baby. Po baby. You getting jumped? My honor makes me fight them whether I win or lose. Look, if I'm getting jumped, I would much rather fight, win or lose. You wanna know why? Because if I run, because I've done both. I used to run whenever I was getting jumped. And these motherfuckers, for some reason, when there are 4 people are a lot smarter than just one person. And I'm gonna tell you how. Because if I'm running from them and there's 4 of them, there's 4 people that have access to 4 different possible cars, that have access to freaking, you know what I mean, more people to freaking try to jump me even longer, you know what I'm saying? Add insult to injury, I could get away. One of the 4 people be like, bro, damn this, my homeboy got a car, and then all of them, they're inside the car and they're driving real quick. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Yup. Oh, Tyler Blakely, yeah, poor thing. Tyler Blakely, look, there's a hotline that you can call, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry. You know, like, even if you do feel like you know, you're going through it, man. You know what I'm saying? We are here for you. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat to the mod squad. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Everyone send healing energy to Tyler. He is apparently going through it. You know what I mean? He obviously is very depressed because he thinks he's 6'7". Poor guy. Poor thing. W's in the chat to the mod squad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, completely threw him out. Good job, man. Yeah. Yo, I appreciate my mods, man. I like that my mods, they don't really give second chances. If someone shows themselves to be a complete dumbass, they just throw them out. They just cook themselves. I appreciate my mod squad. That's what's up, Travis. Don't worry about it, bro. Look, so back when I was in school, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to like deal with wannabe bullies all the time, bro. They're actually, and one thing I learned very quickly is bullies are usually bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like, if someone finds someone who's doing good and spreading like a good message into the world and entertaining people pretty much for free, you know what I'm saying, and they're like trying to shit on that person, they're probably not somebody that I would want to hang around with in any way, shape, or form. They're probably losers, probably don't get no women, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're thirsty for dude. I know this, matter of fact, that guy reminds me of like this one dude I know. I know this dude in real life. I call him Can't Get White because he's a fucking idiot. You know what I'm saying? He's this white dude who just does really, really dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? So like whenever we go somewhere, he makes it a point to try to ruin the vibe, right? And he does that because he doesn't know how to build a vibe. He doesn't know how to maintain a vibe. He can't like when he talks to people, they probably ask him if he's retarded. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of guys that yell, like random shit at people. It's you know what I'm saying? That's who they are. You know what I'm saying? That's the person at the party. Like we're all at a party. We're hanging out. We're inside of a crib and shit. It's great. We're at Mike Tyson's old crib. You know what I mean? A huge mansion party on New Year's. You feel me? And he's the guy in the corner looking sad, waiting for somebody to ask him why he's sad, so he could tell him his sob story about why he's sad, holding his drink and stuff. And then if nobody talks to him while he's sad, he gonna go stand by the happiest people to try to get them to ask. Go stand by happy people. And then if nobody asks him, you know what he'll say? All of you are horrible, man. Nobody cares. None of you care, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? But in all actuality, I've been around dudes like that, bro. They're the worst people. I had this one friend of mine back in the day, bro. And this is what stopped us from being friends, right? He was a really good friend. You guys are laughing. Y'all are funny. Yeah, bro. Some people just need to grow up. That's real. Yeah, people like him. I don't dislike him, but like the only thing I don't like about those people is that they try real hard to be your fucking friend. That's what I don't like about those people. People that want to kill your vibe, that kill vibes, they're the thirstiest people for friendship, bro. Like they're begging, yo, man, let's hang out. Like they're the people. Those are the type of people that come to your house unannounced. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, oof. But yeah, vibe killers are like, you know what I'm saying? Like, type of one in the chat if you know somebody who will go out of their way to kill any good vibe that's happening around them, and then they'll lie and say that that wasn't what they were doing. It's someone else. They don't know what you're crazy. You're tripping. Why do you think that the vibe was being killed? It's you. Type of two in the chat if you've never been around somebody like that. One, like a motherfucker. Look, I'll tell y'all a story about a dude I know like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I knew this one dude, bro, and we went to a matter of fact, this happened to my homeboy. I'll tell you guys a story that happened to my homeboy. So my homeboy, he had this bad bitch with him, right? He had finally got himself some hoes. You know what I'm saying? He got the female, but he only got him on the phone. So he talking to the female on the phone. What's up, Travis? What's up, homie? What's up, Brand? You know what I'm saying? So he's talking to the female on the phone and shit. Hey, what's up, Nucka? So, you know what I mean? So he's talking to the female on the phone and whatnot. And the female over the phone, you know what I'm saying? She's like, what does she say? Yo, she's feeling him and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? She's showing him mad love, and he's not used to getting so much love over the phone, so he didn't want to get off the phone. His friends that were there with him, he had two of his homeboys there with him. They had no women. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is that they had gotten used to not having women. So the problem is, and this is the problem with trolling, right? Unless you're a master of your emotions, you shouldn't troll people. Because if you troll people, you'll make it a habit. It'll become a defense mechanism, right? That you do even when a person doesn't deserve to be trolled, right? And one of the people that don't deserve to be trolled is women. Never troll women. You got a good question for me? That's what's up, man. What's your question? But yeah, never troll women, because what will happen when you troll women is they'll never smash. They'll see you as an incel. You know what I'm saying? They won't give up the cheeks. And then they'll friend zone. Women friend zone dudes who troll them, right? But they'll never tell them they're friend zoned. So the guy will be around roasting and talking shit, and the woman will be egging him on. Yeah, get yourself in the friend zone harder. You know what I'm saying? But because he is so used to trying to roast everybody that, you know what I'm saying, that's just what he does. So one of my homeboys, this happened to one of my homies. My homeboy, he's a boxer, right? Damn near professional. You feel me? Understandable. I don't really hate trolls. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I understand that most trolls are like, you know, dumb. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason usually why they're trolls, because they're not smart enough to be able to create a good vibe, right? So all they do is just try to create shit vibes because they don't know how to create good vibes. You know what I'm saying? If they learn how to create good vibes, I guarantee you they would abandon trolling altogether. Like, bro, my homeboy, he's a professional rapper. I mean, he's a professional boxer, and he won this fight. So one of the girls saw him at the fight and liked him, and we're all like, wanted to go hang out with him. So at the fight that we were at, you know what I'm saying, this dude, my homeboy, he was about to fight his opponent, but before he fought his opponent, after he fought his opponent, some dude got in the ring and was like, yo, you a loser, you a lame, you a bitch. I can smash you. I can whoop you. I'm a real one. He was being hyped up, but the dude that got in the ring and said that did not understand two things. One thing, you don't want to, if you haven't been in the ring, if you haven't fought in the ring, you don't want to get in the ring with the guy who's fought in the ring and you've just fought in street fights. It's completely different, right? Number two, women will always set you up for failure. Will hype you up to do goofy shit that'll make them friends on you. Never do it. This is why I don't really listen to women very often. This is why I don't take leadership from women ever. You know what I'm saying? Unless she proves to me that she got that position from making high quality decisions in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. So, brand new webcam. I'll figure something out. But yeah. So with that being said, oh yeah, I gotta eat too because we'll be on stream. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Lucas? All right, so for every 2 in Super Chat, you guys get a shout out. You know what I'm saying? For every 10 in Super Chat, I'll tell you guys a secret about the story I'm telling you guys. Yeah, no. So, am I still talking about Kai Cenat? I suppose. Oh, goodness. Extreme. Yeah. All right, man. I'll see you guys later, man.